Further maths practice paper, set 2, non-calculator. Question 12. The diagram shows the sketch of a circle, x minus 7 plus y minus 4 equals 9. The line y equals, so I know that this is 7, this is 4. Show that AB is 2 root 5, and I know that the radius is 3. So I know that that distance there is 2. So I can do Pythagoras, 3 squared minus 2 squared is equal to, I'll just call it m squared. So m is equal to the square root of 9 minus 4, which is 5. M only covers halfway, we've got to go all the way along, so AB is equal to 2 root 5. Okay. Question 13. Work out the value of x if that is true, if root x times root 8 divided by root 3 is equal to 4 root 5. Okay, first of all get rid of the fraction. So times by root 3, both sides. That gives me root 8 root x is equal to 4 root 15. Root 8 is 2 root 2. So 2 root 2 root x equals 4 root 15. That can cancel out with that, leaving that with just a 2. So we've got root 2x is equal to 2 root 15. I'm going to square both sides to get rid of the root, so that's going to leave me with 2x is equal to 4 times 15, x is equal to 30. That is 60. Checking it, I suppose I better check. Root 30 root 8 over root 3. So if I times that top and bottom by root 3 over root 3, they're going to make just 3. That's going to make root 90 root 8. Root 90 is 9 root 10. Root 10 root 8. Sorry, 3 root 10. Root 8 over 3, they cancel out, so we get root 80. 80 is 16 times 5. So 4 root 5. Cool, that worked. Fine. X minus 5 is a factor of x cubed minus 6x squared plus ax minus 20. So it's a factor, so f of 5 should be equal to 0. So 5 cubed minus 6 times 5 squared plus 5a minus 20 should be equal to 0. So that's 125 minus 25 times 6 is 150 plus 5a minus 20 equals 0. Minus 25 minus 20 is minus 45. Over to the other side, 45 equals 5a. A must be 9. Question 15. The graph shows a sketch of y equals x minus 2, x minus 3. The curve intersects the x-axis at P and Q. Show that the tangents at P and Q are perpendicular. So we want to know the gradient at P and the gradient at Q, and then those multiplied by should be equal to -1. Alright, so at P, x is equal to 2. At Q, x is equal to 3. I want the gradient, so I'm going to differentiate. So y is equal to x minus 2, x minus 3, which is x squared minus 5x plus 6, dy by dx is equal to 2x minus 5. I'm going to continue up here. So the gradient at P is equal to 2 times 2 minus 5, which is -1. Gradient at Q is equal to 2 times 3 minus 5, which is equal to 1. 1 times -1 equals -1, so perpendicular. Gradients. Question 16. N is a positive integer. Prove that n plus 2 squared plus n plus 1 squared minus 1 is always a multiple of 4. Alright, let's expand these brackets. So we've got n squared plus 4n plus 4 plus n squared plus 2n plus 1 minus 1. So we have got 2n squared plus 6n plus 4 is equal to in order to show that this is a multiple of 4, we need to show that this can be written as 4 times something. Okay, so I can see 2 as a common factor there, so I'll take 2 out as a common factor. 2n squared plus 3n plus 2. Okay. So n squared plus 3n plus 2, that factorizes into 2 times n plus 2 n plus 1. So this is consecutive integers. So what I mean by that is if if n equals 2, then we've got 3 times by 4. So this number here, this is always going to be even times odd, or odd times even. So this part here will always be even. So n plus 2 times n plus 1 is always even. 2 times an even number is multiple of 4. And that'll have to do.